There they are.
Hello, you guys.
Welcome to another exciting episode.
I feel it real fun for all on the 5th of April 2024.
It's actually the 4th of April in the United States. And this is the day that my name change was completed when I was 41 years old.
Oh, wow.
So those of you who are into doing math, I couldn't do a fucking math equation right now if my life depended upon it.
Yeah.
Hillbillies subtract math from my mind. I love them, I do, right? Good God. They have this brick grinding machine.
Yes.
You know what else it grinds at?
It saws bricks in half. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it grinds your head.
Yeah, Lisa and LaRock. Stephanie.
So, and it's your manifesting questions answered live.
Yes.
So, join dreamdrivenday.com.
That's right. We begin in, 10 days, something like that. Doobie bop and do.
Bop and do.
That's right. I am very excited.
Yes.
But I am fried right now. I'm like that brain on drugs commercial from the 80s. Right.
That's all right.
Right.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That is the rightness everyone said.
Okay.
All right.
So we're going to dive in. And
you know what? I'm going to be blunt real quick. I fucking hate when I got to rush for other people, because that's where you're at. And this is, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's a rare event.
I know it's a rare event, but I'm just saying, like this is running some shit that just never needs to be run in anyone's life. So but if I don't talk about it and I do it, then I'm incongruent.
Yeah, I got you.
Right? So I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying this is not the state to fucking be in. So now on with the show.
I just keep imagining the beautiful cottage at the end of it.
Right. Well, I'm just saying we're structuring our show based on their timeline.
Yeah.
Right? And that just is not something I'd suggest. I'm curious to see how this shows up in the questions. Right.
Or the answers, at least.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
So.
The first question is from Remarkable Penny. How was your birthday?
There were no hillbillies here. It was nice. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, the day before. It was the day before your birthday, I think, that we went to the Korean barbecue.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. What would Neville do? Neville would get angry, but sin not. I'm 100% faithful to my outcome, but, I get tired of fucking shit. And this is really important for a lot of people, because it's like you have to be positive, happy, happy, joy, joy. No, you fucking don't. Right? It's this whole thing of radio, this is what we're doing. They actually left the property, right? For a reason. Love them, but.
And anything else about your birthday?
I had a great birthday. Yeah. We went out, we came home, here we are.
Okay.
The question is, what are you giving birth to right now? And that to me is the cool thing, because do I have some residual going on? Absolutely. And there are people out there that never admit to stuff like that, and it's like, radio, how's your fucking life working? Okay, you gotta notice what's happening so you can move into the state of who you choose to be. So, next.
And also, we celebrate birthday month here in Australia.
That's right.
So we give, we only give each other now one gift a week, don't we? For the month of our birthday.
It was really tough during COVID because everything was shut down and we were still buying lots and lots.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Lisa brings up something else. Break the spell, speak it out. Here's the coolest thing, right? A lot of people get into this bullshit that words have power. And you have to be happy, happy, joy, joy. Right? Not true at all. Right? The slowest thing out there is auditory. Auditory travels 1,100 feet per second. Visual, 186,000 miles per second. Kinesthetic is always eternally there. So the slowest thing out there, you want to slow something down? Express it verbally just for a moment. Right? Yeah. When you can do that, you can literally get a grip on it so you can release it. Right? And it's not that the words have power, but it's the fact that we're just shifting into, instead of this feeling that it feels eternal and you can't escape from, or all this fucking shit going on, right? Auditory allows you the escape. So, there's a bonus bit, right? It's not that words have power, right? It's auditory leads something home. Right? It's the finger pointing to the moon, but I digress. So, Victoria, which is radically different than I have to complain to someone for 40 minutes about something that was that took 2 minutes of my life 40 years ago, right? So that's called evoking feelings. So something happened when I was 6 that I have to tell you about. So my dad ran over my tricycle.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to talk about it for the next 4 fucking years about how mean he was because he ran over my tricycle. And I'm going to eat up your entire hour, right, of time with me because I was traumatized when I was 6 and he was a bad man and he ran over. See, all that's bullshit, right? On the other hand, shall we continue, Victoria?
We shall.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Penny, for your question.
My birthday was wonderful.
The next question's from Ilona. I'm getting discouraged. And Ilona asks, hi TTNV, would you like to ask a question for tomorrow's Feel It Real Fun show? Yes.
Yeah, she said would like to.
Oh, would like to.
Yes.
Okay, yes. I'm applying for a remote job, but I'm getting, or jobs, plural, but I'm getting responses from potential employers that they decided to go with someone else, and I'm getting discouraged. Please help. Thank you.
Cool. So I'll go back to my original rant. Be angry, but sin not. Discouraged is a spin and an experience where you leak energy. On the other hand, before we, like, I told the hillbillies I need an hour, right? We have a show. I need an hour, right? I was in there and I said, Victoria, this ain't going to fucking work. Right? Did I? That's my unedited comment. This is not going to fucking work.
Yes.
Right? They're out there grinding fucking bricks and playing the rockabilly and so on. And I have no problem with grinding bricks or rockabilly. But it's like, this is not going to fucking work. I need this to stop.
Yeah.
Right? And you said, go talk to him. So I made the predictable noise. Right? Now, here's the thing. I could get discouraged and say, fuck it, there's no show. And then there's next week, and since we didn't have a show last week, and nobody bought anything, and nobody set up for Dream Driven Day, then I might as well just crawl under a rock and die, right? Discouraged is a spin that pulls all the life out of you. On the other hand, like I said, I love that Neville said, "Be angry, but sin not." He told the guy, "This is not charity. I ordered clams." Right? Right? So discouraged is very literally I don't like it. Right? So on the other hand, what do I need to do different? What I need to do different is tell them, look, I need quiet time. What do I need to do different? Right? Is literally just draw some lines in the sand. Not against them, but for this is why we're here. I'm not here to listen to fucking noise. So when I read something like this, you've got a choice, and to get discouraged, or you could get angry, or you could just even keep rising up from there. The key is imagine what moves you up the scale, not down the scale. Discouraged, depressed, apathy, down the scale. Right? Anger, pride, love starts rising up the scale. We've got a cool little product. I'll do a Crest commercial. The fuck is it called? MetaManifesting.com. Right? If you go there, you should be able to watch a couple videos. I think that website's still constructed like that. Go give a peek at that. So, boom. Gazza, I pay you to be here. Shut the fuck up for an hour.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right?
Excellent. I saw
Cool.
Ilona said hi there somewhere.
Hello, Ilona. Stay
That
tuned.
was your question. I don't know
Yeah.
if you heard it all, but yeah.
Yeah, but we started way before we got to the question. So
Yeah.
we'll see where we end today.
Cool.
That's right.
Thank you. The next question's from Remarkable Gazza.
Oh, this ought to be fucking good.
Living in, living from. And Gazza asks, what's the difference between living in and living from? They seem to be the same, but now I suspect they are worlds apart.
Cool. So I'll answer it how I'll answer it now. Ask me in 20 minutes or next week, I'll probably answer it differently. You know that. You know me.
Yeah.
So living from the state of my wish fulfilled, a show that blesses a lot of fucking people. Right? So I'm living from that state. Living in that state, I need some fucking quiet time, guys. I've had enough. Right? It's been a busy fucking week. Way too much noise for me. Need some quiet time. Living in that state has me do some functioning. Living from that state, that's home base. So living from it, I know it's going to be a good show. It may or may not be the most fluff bunny show we've ever done. No, fluff bunny fucking mood. But it will be a show where the attitude of execute shows up, which takes us back to Ilona's question, execute. Call these people the fuck up. Hey, how you doing? I know I applied, you got someone else, I'm just curious why.
Yeah.
By the way, if they hate you, who cares?
Yeah.
Right? At the end of the day.
What's someone else?
Yo, Will, look at this. Haircut like yours, pal. Ah!
Cool.
See you later. You at work? Well, depending upon the answer there. If you're at the center, I'll see you in a bit. So.
Cool.
Call these people up.
I love this.
I actually, you ever piggybacking from Gazza to Ilona. So I will actually ask people, why the fuck won't you do Dream Driven Day or do it again? Right? And they'll give me the standard excuse, right? Tell me more. And we drill down a little bit, right? And even if they don't do it, them getting really honest, ask these people why not. And by the way, some odd things, I've actually gotten jobs this way. When I call them up and say, look, I just got a question for you, all right? I may or may not be the brightest bulb in the box. I may or may not have been qualified a lot or at all. I might have been the best guy in the room and too old or too young. I just want to know why. Right? And I've actually gotten jobs that way. Because I didn't just take... It's not because I just didn't take no for an answer. It's that I kept showing up. So, here we are. Showing up. That's right.
And anything more for Gazza? I think that was good.
I think that was good.
Good comparison there too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That was good enough for Gazza.
Okay.
All right. It's tough being my friend.
So thanks, Gazza, for your question. And here we go. So here's next question's from Anonymous.
Mamominous.
What is a state? And Anonymous asks, what's the difference between a state, an emotion, and a feeling? Where does sensation come in? All
right, so we're going to treat them all as verbs, and we're going to notice the function of each, right? So a state's where you're coming from. Do you get where I'm coming from today?
Yes.
You notice there's some emotions. There are some thoughts, and sensationally, my body feels a little amped up today. Notice I'm probably talking a little faster than normal. May or may not be louder. Right? So, when it comes to an imaginal experience, right? So your state, I love saying, is your identity. Your state is your mood. I tend to have very simple states. My emotions, I tend not to edit them or my thinking. Let them show up. Right? They're going to indicate to you what the relationship, in other words, the way you're leading and your following relate. So if you don't edit your thoughts and your emotions, you start to notice how your leading and your following are relating to each other. Notice I'm staying away from nouns, right? And what I really want for everyone is to have a sensational life, a lot less thinking, a lot more sensating, right? And so when we think of sensations, right, I want people to touch each other and be touched by each other more, right, in lots of ways. On the other hand, I don't want people thinking about what does that thinking mean, right? And I'm not picking on anyone there. I'm just saying you can't imagine the fucking emails I get when people are thinking about a thought, and it's like what's your desire, right? I just want to know your desire because this can get so simple. The universe is an infinite response. And so there's a part of you that leads, there's a part of you that follows. Consciousness is the reality. And whenever you get radio, I'm leading. So I get to notice I have emotions, I have thoughts, there are sensations I'm experiencing. As what state? This is really cool. Now what's really, really cool, so based on Victoria's past, intensity could be something that she could feel that I'm upset with her, or she could find upsetting. You know, it's called this thing called childhood, right? When your parents get intense, sometimes things happen, right? Now, what's cool is I can notice that, and I can speak lovingly. And what happens is she doesn't have to take it personal. She can take it in a way that's really cool. And she could take it in a way that's so personal that she gets it's lovely. So when we explore something like a part of the sensation in the world is intensity, some of it's duration. Right? Sometimes it's repetition. But when we explore sensation in the world, my number one thing is, what if we showed up a little bit earlier, stuck around a little bit longer? If we do that, all of this becomes much more sensational. So how's that, Victoria? Cool.
Very cool.
Years ago, I went to my buddy Tom's house, and they're all fucking Italians. Right? And that did my head in. It was like hanging out with hillbillies all week. And he's like, "You all right?" And I said, "Fuck, man." And he's like, "You think we're arguing?" Said, "Yeah." He goes, "We're not arguing. We're Italian."
Yeah. Very expressive.
Fuck me, right? So it's like, I'll steal that. Because before I hid from intensity, right? Now I just need some quiet once in a while. But I don't have to hide from intensity. So, I think that's a lot to play with. Those are some thoughts about emotions and states. Let me know if you thought they were sensational.
Cool.
Christine. Christine, hey, I'm fucking Italian. Yeah, you know what's really funny, right? So my mom's people, their last name was Robbins. Right? Turns out it was actually Rubino, right? Now back in the 1920s in the U.S., Italians were treated like shit, right? And so what they did is that when they came over on the boat, they decided to drop the Rubino, they'd make it Robbins and say they were German, right? They were all black-haired, like they were as Italian as you got. Right, they were Italian through and through, and it's like, I just look at all the old family photos, and it's like, they weren't German, for God's sake. Anyway. All right. Felicity, that was brilliant. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, my in-laws were Italian. I can confirm that. So my mom's family not only hid that they were Italians, they hid all that intensity. Right? So they hid from it, and we end up hiding from it. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
boom. How's that for fun?
Cool. So that was for Anonymous. Thank you very much for your question.
Yeah, that actually came in through a comment I had with one of the remarkable folks this morning. I thought, I'm just going to bastardize that and make it a question because it's really good. We also have the May Mastermind at freeneville.com. I don't know how you'll find it, but it's a cheapie, and we dive into this stuff.
At
it's pretty cool.
Or NevilleGoddardStore.com.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Might be there, too. NevilleGoddardStore.com. Can you tell I'm a little fried?
Yeah.
Radio.
Okay.
It's going to be a fun day at the pool today. We'll see how many people I make do the chicken.
And the last question today is from Remarkable Lisa and LaRock. I can see clearly now. And Lisa asks, hello.
What a goody song, by the way.
I can see clearly now.
Yeah,
The rain is gone.
I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. You notice that's a different state than those fucking hillbillies, right?
Yes. Stay there.
Yeah.
Hello, 20 in Victoria.
Hey, Lisa.
Neville begins the search, wondering what would I be were I of eyes too pure to behold iniquity, is hopefully that's how you say the word, if to me all things were pure, and were I without condemnation. Why is it that lovely and talented people often remain detached from recognising their own value, seemingly blind to their worth? They may even go to their death in denial of their glory. How did you clear the condemnation of your early life and give yourself eyes too pure to continue to see iniquity? Certainly it wasn't grit and determination alone or at all. Possibly a revelation or mystical intervention. How do we best serve ourselves and others so we are all blessed from glory to glory?
All right, we're going to take this apart in 3 different segments. Lisa in LaRock says, I wanted to hear you sing. Anytime. Ask me if I've got 2 minutes. Now, if you want me to ever sing in public, just do this. I just love this shit. Ready? So, let's scroll back up to the top. Were I of eyes too pure to behold iniquity, to me if all things were pure and I without condemnation. Y'all get I'm not condemning the hillbillies.
So hang on, what does iniquity mean? Difference, is it? Or something? Or
I wouldn't say difference.
no, okay. That's all right then.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means, but that's all right.
Condemnation.
But condemnation, I know what that is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So if all things were pure and I without condemnation, this is the perfect show. Thank you. Sin without missing the mark. Now watch this. This is the perfect show to explore perfection. It's the perfect Friday, and the hillbillies are here. They're doing what they do. They've left for a while. They'll come back. It's the if I can go into. Let me ask you a question. Okay, so we're not missing the mark when it comes to the show. I think it's a damn good show, and I decide if I'm missing the mark, right? So, on and so forth. So, Victoria.
Yes.
All right. So
that's what sin means, I'm assuming.
Iniquity.
Yeah, what iniquity means. Okay,
So missing the mark,
totally.
condemnation, right? So, am I condemning them at all? But could it sound like it?
You're not condemning them at all.
Right? Am I condemning you at all?
No.
Exactly.
You want your fabulous show.
Yeah, I want my show. I
Yeah.
love my quiet. I'll have my quiet later.
Yeah.
Right? So, but it's so we can make distinctions. What happens though is people stop making distinctions and they start making condemnations. Good, bad, right, wrong. I should have never, Mr. 20. Someone will say it. Right? You should have never done a show in a mood like that. Why the fuck not? Somebody needs it. Right? I call this the attitude of Abdullah. Right? Yeah, I'm in my state. I'm staying in my state. I say something to Victoria. Victoria gives it back to me. I go tell them, and they decide, we're leaving now. They didn't have to leave, but it's fine by me. Right?
Yes.
So you can make distinctions without destruction. Okay, you can make distinctions noticing what's... So this is a totally unique show and a totally unique day. Have we ever had this day before?
Never, no.
But we've had other Fridays.
Yeah.
And we've had
Never
other
had
Fridays...
this day, though.
And we've had other Fridays where you've left me, abandoned me and Emmett and Bruce for 4 days.
Don't. I'm going away for the weekend. Yes.
Right.
I have done that before.
Yeah, right. So we're just making distinctions here. I'm not condemning her at all for wanting to go have fun in a band than us. Right?
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, let's keep going.
So that was the first part.
That was the
and
first part.
You're breaking it down to 3 parts.
Yeah,
so
at least
what's
3.
the other 2?
That's the next part. What is
Why
it?
is it that lovely and talented people often remain detached from recognising their own value?
I think a lot of this comes from if I reject me first, your potential rejection no longer becomes a problem. So we talked before about a problem being the solution for another problem, right? We did this a couple of weeks ago, right? So if I reject me first, if I reject my message, if I reject my uniqueness,
Is it rejecting remaining detached? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, from recognizing their own value. If I reject my own value,
right?
Then if you say it's good, well, that doesn't fucking sting. I already know it sucks, right?
Yeah.
I suck at this. So you saying it's okay? That's a compliment now. If I condemn myself first, you don't have to. And if you do, it takes the sting out. And I notice this so much with people. They bring so much light into the world, whether it's through a comment or a photo or a poem or anything. I surround myself with some pretty cool people.
Might not be a rejection. There might be fear in there, actually, if I think about it.
Sure. Fear of what?
Of recognising their own value.
What would happen if they did?
Well, I don't know, but it just feels... I'm just thinking... I don't know. I'm just trying to work it out.
Beauty.
That they might not want to feel... Is it like the tall poppy syndrome almost? But they might not want to feel overinflate themselves or something.
Yeah, why would they not want to do that?
I don't know.
So they're rejecting their actual true size.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That way, there's no danger.
Which I'm not like it is almost criminal because it's like the gifts that they have that they can give to others, but if they could give the same to themselves in realising that.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love this. Actually, when Urias feels like you might not be able to keep it up, Felicity says she's saying what you're saying. Exactly.
Right.
If we exhibit excellence, then we have to keep exhibiting excellence, or else we fall from grace.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got to keep going. Got to. It becomes a job. But when you get, it's not about what you do, it's who you are. And who I am, I think I posted this in something in Remarkable. It's when that photo's taken, the eye of the photographer is now captured and shared. And if I don't share it, I can skip sharing it because someone will criticize it. Oh, if you would have used a different f-stop or whatever, oh, fuck it. Yeah, if she would have watered it the day before, whatever. But it's an interesting thing when we stop self-judgment. We can start making distinctions about what we do and perhaps, quote-unquote, improve what we do or enjoy what we do. But it's that condemnation that always has us miss the mark, because then we start editing instead of speaking forth. The whole thing of a declaration speaking forth, and it's not the words, but a declaration of being speaks forth. There they go. Somebody with a dog just went past.
Yeah, you were saying a declaration.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know where you were taking it from there.
When I take so this whole thing of you, Elizabeth Albert, I do look amazing. Look at me. Look at that.
Had a haircut.
Hair's cut.
Yesterday.
Look at that. All right. So I go to the Kohl's shopping center, and my friend's working in the health food store, and I said, "Listen, I need a haircut." She doesn't cut hair, right? I think the last time I actually had a haircut was because of her. We had the illegal haircuts during the lockdown, right? Because if you weren't vaxxed, you couldn't get your hair cut. Yeah. So you could take a walk and instantly tell who's not vaccinated. Yeah. so I said, hey, there's a hair salon here. Who do I go to? And she goes, go to this one. Don't go to the other one. And, all right. So I walk in and I say, basically, like, who's that? Yeah, because I got the patterns real quick. And she goes, I'm this one. I said, cool. And then there's that one. It's like, radio. This one, I need you to cut my hair. Any chance you got some time? Not till tomorrow, right? That one, I look at and I decide immediately I wouldn't let her shave my dog's ass, right? Sorry, not condemning her. I'm just making a distinction. I don't like her patterns, right? So she's not touching me or my dog. So then I cross the street, I go to the first barber shop. Look in the door, not a chance. I walk over and I go into the third barber shop. I not only get a haircut, I get a story. And this guy, he's declaring forth my hair. Instead of asserting it, he's declaring it forth. His brilliance. So I asked him, I said, listen, why'd you become a barber? He goes, I'm an accidental barber. And I said, this is going to be good. Tell me more. And it turns out he's from some faraway land, and his friend went to the UK. And his friend in the UK said, listen, you want to make some good money and come to England? Okay, barber. So basically, he sponsored him, got him to England, so on and so forth. While in England, he met an Aussie girl. And we all know how that ends up, right? So, long story short, here's an accidental barber exploring his greatness, right? He just doing what he does. And there's something fulfilling that happens with that. It's from the heart, and it's vulnerable. It's vulnerable. So when we come from the heart, when we're speaking forth, where does the voice come from? Right? When we're speaking love forth. And speaking forth could be with a camera, could be with a paintbrush, could be with a glance, could be with a word, could be with a rant.
Yeah.
But when we're speaking forth like that, the moment we edit it, it's done. So are you. So, cool. If we explore, clarification happens. If we edit, condemnation happens. Ashley, Lynn Urias, good stories are one thing I love about working as a bar wench. I love that, and I love that, and I love that you use the term bar wench.
Yeah.
Because for me, that's I love bar wenches. I love serving wenches and bar wenches, and they get it because there's a story there of lovingness versus like I can speak respectfully using your title, waitress, right? And still be an asshole, or I can use the asshole words. And, it's like I love my bar wenches. So, editing our brilliance, never a good look. That's right. Cool, excellent.
Yeah.
One thing I love about women's, let me tell you, one of the things I love about women's is that you guys can look perfect with perfect hair or hair that's all nuts.
All nuts.
Right? But if a woman tries to edit the all nuts, she's in the way of her perfection. Right?
Yes.
So when your hair is nuts and all over the place, you are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And when I come home after you breaking and fixing the hairdryer,
I know.
you are absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. But if you get halfway in between,
yeah.
Yeah. Right, you missed the mark on both sides.
Yeah.
All right. We're almost to hillbilly return time.
Cool. Okay. So that was from Lisa.
Oh my God, Ashley Wynn Urias. Customers usually call me Ashley Friend or Shining Star.
Oh, Shining Star.
I can't get into you. I can't get that high. I'll practice that. I'll get on with Alessandra. I'll get her to help me tune me up a little bit. So we'll do the Shining Star song for you. That'd be great fun. All right, Tony Doyle. That's right.
Excellent. So thank you, Lisa, for your question. That was ace.
That is the rightness,
Even
everyone
I got a
said.
little confused in there, but I think I got told that actually we were talking exactly the same language.
Yes.
Anyway, yes, maybe I got hung up on that word rejection. I said, well, maybe it's fair. Well, anyway.
You rejected rejection.
What we want to know is tell us what was your hashtag strawberry beef.
That is the rightness.
I love, yeah, so mine was that speaking forth from the heart, like a declaration just of being.
Yep.
And how, of course, it's not just speaking, it's everything. And it's like your beautiful masseuse now, just with touch.
Oh, she's lovely.
She's
not that experienced.
She can only be in that state. She can only give to you that way.
Yes.
And how much she's come on since you've been seeing her. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah, really lovely.
So I got the choice between two masseuses. One, excellent technician.
Yeah.
The other one has much more of a sense of touch. And so I'm going with the one that has much more of a sense of touch because she's getting the technical. And I give her feedback. Oh! Yeah, how many different noises can you make? Right, we'll find out, right? But it's a really cool thing because, why am I going there? Anyway.
Because the other masseuse.
The other masseuse is lovely, but she's technical, so she's always editing.
Yeah.
Right? The one that I prefer, right?
Yeah.
I can feel her body, do that,
Yeah.
as she does that. And the other one's better technical. That's fine. right? But anyway, my English is sort of like that.
Cool.
All right. So did I have a strawberry
You haven't
bit?
done your strawberry bit yet.
My strawberry bit is the hillbillies left for a bit. I got to
Yes.
rant. We got to
Yes.
actually live out the answer to the questions before the questions.
Yes.
And I think there's a massive thing. The anger, the energy of anger is the energy of work. One of the things that I've noticed consistently in 58 years, the number one thing people complain about is work. One way or the other, people bitch about work all the time. Somebody's, even if they're talking husband and wife, well, you don't do your fucking part, right? I work more than you. We need to work on the relationship, whatever, right? Or work as a job. But this whole thing of the energy of anger, right? Take the energy, leave the anger, right? Yeah, then you can get some, because I could just get resentful of these fucking people, right? So on and so forth, or her, or whatever. Or I can go, radio, right? Let's take that energy, right? Let's use that energy. And like with Ilona's one, reach out at these people. Just say, hey, could you tell me why?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I'd love to know. Because I like to work for a company like yours.
Yeah.
So, all right. I guess it's my sideways strawberry bit. That, I tell you what, my big strawberry bit is this little white dog. He's standing here guarding us while we do the show. So, good job, Emmett.
On alert.
Radio.
So they were our hashtag strawberry bits while you type in yours.
DreamDrivenDay.com. All right. Join us.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you, 20.
All right.
We did ace.
Hey, you guys, I'm going to be very lonely over the weekend. She's going.
Yeah.
She does talk to me, though. I call her up and we talk.
We do talk.
Which is very nice.
Yeah.
Yes, she's very nice to me. She's very nice, and she's very nice to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good one, Ilona. Will do, she says.
All right.
Cool.
I love you, Victoria.
I love you, babe.
I'll miss you a lot.
I know you
I'll
will.
be like Emmett. We'll both sit in the driveway and stare.
Okay. See you guys.
Love you guys.